面白いもんだ。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェに何百万分の1かの確率でこんな平凡な人生を送れる可能性があったなんてな。
でしょ、こういう時私はとても笑えると思う。
Yeah, that's why the whole squad's laughing at. Well, it said it plainly. Ishirami Leon is how the Golden Witch Beatrice appears in a different world. Baby Nazi rejected 19 years previous. If she'd accepted that child, is the future that would have occurred. However, if she doesn't accept that child, the witch will be born. Okay. So that explains something, right? And we have like a better idea of how to proceed thinking forward. I still don't know what Battler's sin of 6 years ago is, or was it? It was 6, right? 6 years ago, right? I think it was. Yeah, because it has something. Because then that has something to do with Angie, right? Because obviously it was his sin of 6 years ago. Angie's 6 years old. I don't know how things tie in there. But like, his sin there is what led to Beatrice being a part of. It somehow led to Beatrice being involved as being tagged onto these murders, right? The murders of the current year, 1986. The baby whose birth was not celebrated becomes a witch. Okay.
死んだ猫はリオだが、リオンの存在自体がお前が関心を持っている六軒島連続殺人事件とは何の関係もない。つまり猫箱を開ければ消える猫がリオンだ。
リオンなど所詮は消え。でも余興にしては面白かったです。
面白いのはお前だけだ。ここに閉じ込められてなけりゃ俺もこんな推理はわざわざしない。
どうして私がおかしな探偵ごっこの相棒に選ばれたのか。どうやらベル人の運命をもてあそんだり、あるいは嘲
Oh,
笑
hey,
った
you
りす
just
る
figured
の
that
が
one
好きな
out?
方らしい。
Well, listen, Leon, I know you're new here, but
あらすごい。会ってその日に私を理解する人。
私はどうやら異なる。そしてどうやら何かの事件を引き起こすらしい。それは私の罪なのですか。
not you. I don't think it's you specifically. I don't know for sure, but I don't think it's you. I think you legitimately do die, but someone uses that incident to put some things in motion.
罪のわけね。
なあ。
お前はお前コインが裏を向いていた時のことなんて知ったことじゃねえ。
ありがとう。しかし異なる運命の世界、心穏やかになる人間はいないと思います。教えてください。私は異なる世界で何を。
デルンカステル。
かけらをその子に見せたら。
Will opened his hand, and something that looked like a pale blue glowing shard of crystal appeared there. It was a memory, no, a game record of all the games so far.
こいつに異なる世界でのお前の運命が
触れない方が幸せだとでも言いたそうな顔ですね。
Oh, absolutely.
当然だ。予感しているだろうがろくな話じゃない。
それでもそれは異なる世界とはいえ私の
Yeah,
ことな
have
んだ。
fun.
お前には知る権利も知らぬ。お前があくまで自分と連なりつつも異なる誰か他人のことと割り切れ。
知りたいわよね。
Shut up.
自分があるい
No
は
one
ひょっと
asked
し
you.
たら。
Con.
相棒として聞きます。あなたはそれを私に見せたい。
相棒としてなら見ろ。しかし友人としてなら
It's a good thing we're not friends.
私は友人ではありませんので。
俺の相棒として一つ。
何です。
お前は男か
Ha!
女か。
唐突なことを聞きますね。
男と思えばしかし女と思えば気丈に振る舞う女にも見える。
Right? Like,
デルンカステルも分かっててごまかして。
yeah, I know.
ジェシカにはお前を 兄とも姉とも呼ばせず次期当主様。
本当に勘のいい男。
よく性別を聞かれます。だから悔しくて、どっちに見えますかって。
It's the classic, like, are you a boy or a girl? And they're like, neither. Well, I mean, and then I forget, there's like a whole joke about it. It's like, are you a boy or a girl? This. And they're like, no, but like, what's in your pants? And they're like, fucking, I don't know, justice.
第5のゲームではお前は男ということになっている。
Not necessarily. Well, actually, yeah, no. It was a boy. That's how the male person was able to play off that because they're like, yeah, I'm the.
しかしあまたのゲームでは女だと考えられて、
Why is that?
後宮バトラがマスターを務めた第6のゲームでは性別を違いつつも確定しない2人組の悪魔が登場し、
Listen, alright, I don't want to be stereotypical here, alright, and just like jump to conclusions, but there were two different sexes. When you think one has the higher voice, one has the lower voice, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but you can usually draw conclusions, alright? Although either one being a dude, I'm into anyway.
いや、厳密には一番最初のゲーム、
What?
お前の性別はゲームの外側の隠れた謎の一つだ。
素直に答えるのも悔しいので、
Damn
お答え
it.
はしないことにします。私はあなたの相棒でしょ。気に入らない性別だったら何か不都合なことでもあ
I
るの
don't
ですか？
prefer either. I like both. I just want to know. Hell, you could tell me neither and I'd be okay with it. I just want an answer, man. Or woman. Or person.
その通りだ。俺には相棒の性別などどうでもいい。
I don't care. I'm just curious. It doesn't matter. I still think they're cute. I'm not gonna front. Alright? Boy, girl, neither. I'm into it. I want to know how to properly address them going forward. I guess I could just continue with they, them, which I will, but like, I don't know, I guess I'm done complaining. I got my answer. Fuck it.
ありがとう。容姿にコンプレックスがあったので、あなたの言葉が嬉しいです。
俺は男女平等主義だ。使えねえやつは平等に。
Oh, based.
私もマナーのない方は男女平等につねりますので。
Slowly, Leon reached out and touched the fragment. A moment later, Leon seemed to undergo a violent bout of dizziness. Yeah, I'm sure. And silently slumped over like a puppet with strings cut. It was no surprise. When people don't understand parallel universes have many different fates jammed into their heads, they tend to feel like their brains are swelling and their sense of self is melting away. Leon seemed to have lost consciousness. Interessante.
こいつには全てを知る資格があったというわけだ。
あなたの相棒にぴったりの駒だったでしょ。
推理を続ける。死んだ猫の話はした。
そうね。次は生きた猫の話だわ。
1986年のベアトリーチェを殺せるのは。
ヒントは山ほどあったわ。
Is the one who created her. Right. Like, all I'm gonna say is I know, like, for these last couple episodes, Badler's been the one who's always like, I'll kill you, right? At the end of episode 4, he's like, I will kill you. But like, he was saying it as a merciful thing, not like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. He's like, no, I will kill you. I'll put you out of your misery. I will kill you. That kind of thing. And then especially after episode 5, after he like sees the truth and he's like, no, I was the one who was supposed to kill you, goddammit.
思えばベアトリーチェのゲームだった頃からね。
Yeah.
そうだな。 ベアトリーチェとバトラーの第4のゲームでそしてその時点でベアトリーチェが誰であるか、そしてその
And the whole
心
fact
が
that
分かった。
Beatrice said that she didn't exist, or no, that Battler didn't know of her and she didn't know of Battler. I don't know if that's exactly the right wording, but something about how Battler's sin, whatever the hell that was, of 6 years ago is what essentially spawned her.
心とは
動機だ。ベアトリーチェが1986年10月に動機だ。
さすがだ。第4のゲームの時点でフーダニットとホワイダニットが推理できてたなんて。じゃあハウダニット。
犯人が誰であるか分かればそれを第3のゲームの連鎖密室はなかなか器用に
第4のゲームラストの私は誰
10月5日24時に必ずその時点である種の過程は可能だ。それこそ黄金鏡のもう一つのお宝ってわけだ。
へえ、第4のゲームまでに。
Yeah, continue laughing in my face about how I haven't gotten it to it. Just give me the
すなわち
fucking
あな
answer
たは
already.
ベアとのゲームだけで全ての答え
Give
に
me the
至る
answer so I can feel like an even bigger dipshit, right? I know when I get the answer, it's not going to be the cathartic thing I think it is. I'm going to get an answer and I'm going to be like, son of a bitch, of course. If I just think about this, oh, like everything's going to fall into place once I fucking hear it, right?
可能だ。その後のラムダデルタのゲームとバトラのゲームはそれをさらにこのお前のゲームさえも。
それではそろそろ犯人は誰
And then at that point, the door opens. And someone walks in screaming, I object. Yep, uh-huh. At that moment, though there hadn't been anyone but them in the chapel, small footsteps rang out. The silhouette slowly walked up to Willem Bernkastel, gave a small bow. Shannon?
来たか。
呼んだの
Shannon?
ああ、フーダニット、ハウダニット、そしてホワイダにこいつの動機を理解した。
あんた動機が分かられただけで具体的な証拠はないんでしょ。赤とか青とかでガンガンと派手に応酬すればいいのに。
こいつはもうそんなことは望んでない。
They nodded slightly. They said small footsteps, right? Their wish was to be noticed. Once that happened, they had no need for trivial excuses or pointless word games.
俺はお前の動機を心を理解し、それをこれからお前を呼んだのはそれを聞き間違いがあったらお前の言葉で正してほしいから。
The two of them nodded to each other once more.
お前の4つのゲームで、そしてマスターの違う3つのゲームで俺はお前をどんな不思議な運命がもてあそんだか想像し、
In your 4 games, I found your message.
言葉を失った。
And in the 3 games with different masters, I was able to picture the strange sort of fate that must have toyed with your life.
お前はそれを誰にも明かさずに全てのゲームで死ぬ。
In every game, you die without revealing that truth to anyone. Okay. Having this person confess in this empty chapel might be pointless. However, even so, I believe it will give her some sort of salvation. Her. People are only saved when someone understands them. No one understood this pitiful witch even after her death, even years later. So is he saying her in reference to just Beatrice as, you know, the witch, or her as in the person before him that he's explaining this to? Because now he's saying them again. Even years later, and including the man she wanted to understand her most. Okay. Okay. So we're thinking female character. Something to do with Battler. Okay. It's about time someone forgave her. At the end of the 5th game, Battler finally understood. However, it took him so long, and he didn't make it in time. So even though she's alive here now, Battler cannot save her. Battler cannot save her. Angie? So Battler isn't here at Beatrice's funeral. He won't come. He won't make it in time.
これはお前が国会し神なるマスターが聞き俺が許す。その役目はバトラーがふさわしいが、だから俺で諦めろ。
あれだけベアとはヒントを出したの。ラムダもバカバトラのため、それに対するバトラ自身の懺悔のようなゲームも笑えた。でも私はただ淡々とあんたの葬儀を執り行うだけよ。
お前は喋るな。
Yes, thank you, Will.
話しているのは俺だ。
No more talking from you.
いいなら始めよう。誰もせかさない。お前の葬儀が終わるまでベルンカ心の整理に必要な時間は無限にある。
The silhouette slowly shook its head. God damn it. It had come here because it was already prepared. Will nodded to show he understood. Then the two looked into Bernkastel's eyes, and Will spoke out clearly.
こいつが犯人だ。
God damn it. Like, I know they're not gonna tell me the answer outright. That's something I heard a lot about before I ever even started this series. Long before I ever even... long before I ever even jumped into the first episode. Like, something I always heard is like, it's not gonna tell you the answer outright. Who the fuck are you?
我こそは我にして我らなり。我が語るは我らの物語。されどここは聞くものなきガラスとコルクに封ぜられし小さな世界。それは誰の目にも触れることなく、我が物語のすべてを封じて、我が心の海をたゆたいと海の木図と消えてゆく。
ここはどこなの？
What are you doing here?
そして私は誰なの？
ならば聞こう。どこがいい？誰がいい？
私を優しく包んでくれる場所ならば、優しくしてくれるなら自分が誰だっていいわ。
そうさ、僕たちには、
私たちには
どこで誰かなんて些細なことなのだから。
そう。
Claire Vaux Bernardus.
我らにとってそれは少なくともその日を迎えるまでなぜに我らは新しき運命に投ぜられねばならぬ。それは突然にして唐突なる運命の宣告。
それは僕が望んだ運命じゃない。
でも踊らせたわ。自分の胸を。
新しい運命は僕をどこへ
どこへだって構わないわ。
そこが僕たちに、私たちにとって優しい。
親を持たぬ悲しき子供たちが集いし、仮の住処にもたらされる。
When we were brought to the temporary dwelling where sad parentless children gather, the... What?
我らにはそれを知る由もなし。されど我らは信じたい。それが神の救いが差し伸べられたという福音の知らせであると信じたい。
Okay.
でも私には信仰も何も。
ならこれは福音じゃない、悪魔の誘いさ。
So clearly these demons here are in some way, shape, or form representations of Kanon and Shannon. This is what they're getting at. Who's this
され
Claire
ど我
bitch?
運命に逆らえるよしもなし。ああ、我願わくば。あた時は西暦1976年4月。
10 years before the event.
春を語るにはあまりに寒き新しき異境は何ら変わることなく朽ちた空気と隙間風で我らを苛むのである。第一章新しき生活。
What? Hold up, what? Why did that say there were like 10 chapters and we're only on chapter 1? Hold up, hold up, hold up, what? The fuck is going on here? Guys, help. Guys, help, help.
以上が当家のルールです。厳しいですが、当家でしつけられたことが皆さんの将来にきっと役立つものと信じています。
Yeah. Yas, Queen.
はい、奥様。
The servants who would start working this April are all called out in unison. The rules of the Ishiarame family are no more or less strict than those of the Fukuin house. However, we get paid a lot of money here. They also give us a lot of help in finding our next job. We work for the Ishiarame family, store up money, use their influence to get a job at a good company, and start on a new happy life. That was the dream. It was a very realistic one, held by all of us at the Fukuin house. However, not everyone can become an Ishiarame family servant. Only kids with a record of exemplary conduct and good grades are recommended. So all the kids who want to be sure of leaving the Fukuin house to live a happy life are feverishly devoted to their studies.
では、これで明日からは早いですよ。消灯時間を守るように。解散。
はい、奥様。ありがとうございます。
After bowing until Natsu was no longer in sight, the new servants all followed the lead of one of the more experienced servants and raised their heads.
じゃあ、今日はこれでおしまいよ。
Okay. That's an interesting turn of events. Okay, okay. Go
明
on.
日からはシフト通り。
Of course, and this one is one of the more senior members of the servants. Okay. Gotcha.
奥様は時間に厳しい方よ。あんたらが寝坊したら私の責任にされるわ。
And somehow these 7 are I mean, however many there are, and somehow these servants here are like subordinates of Beatrice in some way, shape, or
寝
form.
坊したら蹴り起こしてやる。いいわね。
Of course, this experienced servant was one of the older girls from the Hukurin house. Yeah, she seems very prideful. She's been here for 2 years, apparently. That's probably why all the other new servants, who are older than me, seem to know her well. That madam looks so strict. Dang, I'm tired. Giggle, giggle.
ところでこの子何者？どうして使用人に選ばれたわけ？
The older servant pointed at me and asked the room at large, a dubious look on her face. It's no surprise, really. Most of us become servants when we graduate middle school or high school. But I'm just starting elementary school. Oh. In 76. Oh. Okay, 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 okay. This is 76. So if this is like... So, in the assumption that the kid from 67, or the kid from 19 years ago, falls off the cliff but doesn't die, somehow survives. This is where my logic is right now. Maybe I'm totally out the fucking window with this one, but that would put them at 9 years old, which isn't quite just starting elementary. Well, maybe it is in Japan. I don't know how Japanese elementary works. I don't fucking know. Could be. Potentially. The others will be working as servants every day of the week according to their standard shift schedule. However, on weekdays I was going to go to the elementary school in Nijima with Milady. Only working on weekends when I had free time. Canon. It was an exception among exceptions, something that had never happened before. It was clear at a glance that the others, who had obtained their positions after a rigorous selection process, didn't like the fact that I was here too. Okay. So the kid survives. Kinzo is aware the kid lived, sends the kid to the Fukuin house to then be brought back into the mansion as a servant. Is that what I'm picking up on? Kinzo's aware that the kid will not be welcomed into the family. He won't be able to seamlessly integrate, this child into the family. So he sends them to the Fukuin house to where they can be raised and, raised properly by his standards. Obviously, to be welcomed in as an Ushiromi servant, they said you have to be, high grades, 9 marks, and whatnot. Obviously, it wouldn't matter, is the point they're making here. They go through this rigorous selection process, whereas this child was picked out all of a sudden, which, if my memory serves me correctly, Kinzo is the one that selects kids from the Fukuin house, right? So obviously, if he sent his own incestuous offspring to the Fukuin house, then obviously he'd be like, that one. I want that one. Don't ask questions, fuck you, I want that one.
あんたについては学業最優先でと。でもお給金は出るんですってよ。
Yes. And that's why they're putting their studies first, because Kinzo cares about this kid's education. Because it's his own blood. Okay.
意味わかんない。
If you're going to talk behind someone's back, at least do it behind... If you're going to talk behind someone's back, at least, talk behind their back. Shit, you right? She even tried to hide her discontent.
こいつ、そんなに勉強できるの？天才児？全然知んないです。なんか病弱とかって隔離されてたらしくて、家でも全然知りませんでしたし。
Wait, that kid supposedly gets sick easily. No, couldn't be.
ここに来た以上、連帯責任なんだからね。あんたがドジれば、福音の家の全員のせいぜい気合い入れなさいよね。
I nodded weakly. Never been threatened by someone this much older than me, and I was very frightened. Right. And we never knew... Obviously, this connects back to Shannon and Kanon in some capacity, right? Obviously, that's how this connects to. I'm almost certain. Whatever. Keep going.
大丈夫よ。
It's Shannon.
私も一緒だから二人で頑張ろう。
Shannon's a separate person. This is Kanon, right? Because Kanon. Oh, they said that he had to go to school with Milady, right?
Ne?
Shannon smiled at me as she spoke.